Oh no, why is this happening with Stalker 2? Why is one of my most anticipated game getting something so random and out of place? Why would you even think about doing this, especially in a single player, let alone any freaking video game? I really hate this feature and I hope this doesn't become a trend. You guys might have seen the news, but the post-apocalyptic FPS single player game, Stalker 2, will be receiving NFTs, and the developers have said this is just the beginning for it. Before I get into all of this and how bullshit it is, well, let me tell you what NFTs actually are. NFTs are non-fungible tokens that prove ownership of a certain digital assets, like a hat, an armor, or an entire in-game character, for example. Only you have that hat, armor, or character. An NFT assigns a unique and non-interchangeable certificate on the virtual items and confirms ownership of that item via what we call the blockchain. Players who have NFTs like a unique hat, armor, and such can then sell it anywhere for real money, and the use of NFTs to sell digital art or items can lead to getting millions of dollars, which led to many developers seeing its potential for gamers to make money on their platform, and also the developers, of course, making money. Let me tell you about NFTs in the normal way it should be told. NFTs mean players will make it their full-time job to get a certain item, and with multiplayer coming into Stalker 2 later on, players will make it their job to get that item before you get it, thus maybe creating some real bad moments in multiplayer because you have that try-hard person trying to get real-life money in-game, while you just want to have fun. NFTs also mean that the developers putting it in their game are now even more concentrated on getting more money than working on the core features of the game, for example, with new updates and such. Keep in mind guys, Ubisoft tried to add NFTs in the new Ghost Recon Breakpoint just recently, and the reception to it might be one of the most negative I've ever seen in gaming. I mean, look at the dislike on the trailer announcement. NFTs do not belong in games, especially when it's big money making companies like these guys trying to put this in to make even more money. It's all about the money, and of course they won't admit it. Now let's get into the news of Stalker 2. GSC Game World, which is developing Stalker 2, has announced the Stalker Metaverse, which will use blockchain technology to let the community own a piece of Stalker 2. That includes the opportunity to become the first ever metahuman, which GSC Game World appears to define as a non-player character rendered in very high detail, and GSC also said this is the beginning of NFTs in Stalker 2, meaning we will see more for different items or characters in the game. To become a metahuman, players will be able to bid for an NFT, offering that prize as part of an auction taking place in January 2022 for Stalker 2. Whoever owns the NFT to become an NPC in the game will be able to buy and sell it up until a specific claim date after the auction. Oh god, this is so bad, I almost can't believe this. GSC Game World also plans to release other NFTs in addition to the metahuman one, though the company declined to specify what they might be when asked. The NFT drops won't influence the gameplay itself or give in-game advantages to other players, according to the press release they said. We'll have to see about that, but even then this is so bad anyway. Here's an interview about the announcement from the WCCF Tech website. The developer said, "We are constantly focused on game development, which is crucial for us. At the same time, we are open to different technologies and offers developed by third parties that can potentially bring value to our community, and that's how we met the market, who is in charge of NFTs. They pitched us their technology that we believe will introduce our community to a whole new experience. I would call our relationship with the market an organic partnership that has grown from a mutual love and understanding of the community's needs and perspectives." Now, will GSC benefit from the sales made through the Stalker 2 Metaverse, with NFTs? If so, can you share details on how much GSC will earn per transaction, said the website, to which they replied, "Yes, we benefit from NFTs, but it's fair to mention that GSC Game World and the market will put a chunk of money earned from the sales of the drops towards selected charities. It is something we've been doing for years, and it's an important part of our long-term social responsibility program. Our NFT approach differs from the other players on the market. For example, there is an opportunity to be an in-game character, and it's something our hardcore fans will appreciate. As we see it, there is no problem with adding an NFT into a single-player experience as long as the offer is fun and valuable. It's optional and doesn't affect the experience of others, and it doesn't change the gameplay at all." I feel like developers saying all these promises and stuff like that are so out of touch with gaming or the gaming community. Nobody wants NFTs except the 0.1% that wants to hunt for NFTs as a full-time job and do nothing else. And they cater to that audience because the developers will make money from it, of course. Here's what they said again: we try to stick to those rules. Also, we plan on adding multiplayer to the game after its release, and this is going to be a free patch. Besides, there is no difference between single player or multiplayer when there is true ownership. It's always fun and a new experience, the developers said. Regarding the MetaHuman and how it will actually work, the owner of the MetaHuman will be able to trade the right to be a MetaHuman, which is an NFT, until a certain date before the official game release. The right to become a MetaHuman will be tradable between users until the final claim date. We will keep the community posted on this matter in January, they said. So, you'd tell me yesterday that Stalker 2 would be getting NFTs or microtransactions, I would be laughing at you. Now I'm not sad, I'm just disappointed. EA, one if not the worst gaming publisher, also said NFTs are the future of gaming, and no, it is fucking not. It's definitely the downfall though, which is why AAA companies are starting to use it, hence why you should be concentrating your fun on the indie games. Anyway, let me know what you guys think of this news, and if you're still interested in Stalker 2. Of course, make sure you support this video and subscribe for more.